The Oregon Department of Education has released its back-to-school framework for districts across Oregon. So it's called Ready School Safe Learners. This is the front page of a 47-page outline of what public and private schools need to do in order to return in the fall. Now, this is going to be different for every district. They'll need to develop and share their own blueprint before they return. Now, there are 3 different instructional models that we'll see in schools next year. Districts will need to decide if it's all on site, if it's all in-person learning, if it's a mix, if it's going to be in-person and distance learning, or if they'll go all online next year. Director of the Oregon Department of Education, Colt Gill, said today that each school plan for reentry must address these 8 essential items. So here are the first 4. Public health protocols, facilities and school operations, response to the COVID-19 outbreak, equity. Our next 4, instruction, family and community engagement, mental, social and emotional health, staffing and personnel. Now, there are a lot of things to think about before school starts. For example, under the public health section, here are the key principles that schools must follow to reduce potential exposures to COVID-19. So physical distancing, that means minimizing close contact. Hand hygiene, frequent hand washing with soap and water or using hand sanitizer. Cohorts, so this is interesting, conducting all activities in small groups, and then those small groups will remain together like over a time period with minimal mixing of groups. Protective equipment, use of face shields, face coverings and barriers. I want to show you an example in the guide of what we might see in schools next year. So you can see there's a face mask and then the face shields, also the clear barriers that can be put in between people. And then the other key principles that schools need to look and really consider: environmental cleaning and disinfection, especially of high-touch surfaces, isolation of sick people, and quarantining of exposed people. And then with the above considerations, just realizing that outdoor activities are safer than indoor activities. And there's so many things to consider. Many of you know that I've been telling stories all year from an elementary school in Northeast Portland through our series Inside Woodland. We've done a lot of stories on distance learning, and how for some kids it just is not working. Principal Andrea Porter Lopez talked to me about how she pictures the fall.
We know that's not working for every child. How do we get the kids that we need to get into school, and get them what they need and re-energize and reignite the learning and get that going? So I think, again, it'll be a blend of in-person, maybe part days, a couple days a week, and then the students are at home and another cohort of kids comes in kind of on the alternate days, likely. We've got to get back to some kind of contact, but we also want to be safe. We want to keep families safe. We want to keep our staff safe, but still be able to do what we do, which is build relationships with kids and teach and listen and learn from each other.
Always such great insight from Andrea, and still so much to figure out between now and then. If you want to read the entire 47-page outline from the state, just go to KHW.com right now, or you can go onto our app and click on this story.